Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investors channel. We are looking at XRP on the day of RLUSD launch. We've got some crazy price prediction on RLUSD. Is there a chance to make money? Let's have a look at it. Let's read all the news and let's look at where XRP is going next. Are we going to break all-time highs today? Are we going to break it this week? And what are my bull market targets? And are we still going to get that 50% crash I was talking about earlier on last week? We'll get into all of that, but firstly I want to let you know nothing I say during this video is financial advice. Don't copy my trades, that's a very bad idea. I'm only doing this for educational purposes only. So right now, on the launch of RLUSD Day, the official Ripple coin, you can call it if you like, because XRP is not Ripple's coin, that's the coin they use. RLUSD is now you can call it the Ripple coin. So currently XRP is sat at $2.61. What's happened is, if you were live on my Discord, I was telling you about these specific levels, $2.62 and $2.70. These are very, very important levels. This is the 786 from the all-time high, the $2.62. And then the 786, the short-term 786 from the highs that we previously hit at 290 to the lows of 190, that gives us $2.70 basically. Excuse me. So why are these levels important? Because they are very important Fibonacci levels. That's what traders are looking at. That's the levels of resistance. We broke the first level of resistance, but that wasn't enough. And that's why I have these two levels. $2.70 didn't get breached. It got breached on the 15-minute time frame. Yes, the price went above it, but we didn't get any major closes. Look at the 4-hour candle. The 4-hour candle did not close above $2.70. And currently we're testing the $2.62 as resistance as well. But remember, this 4-hour candle hasn't closed at the time of streaming, so we have to continue to have a look. If it does close below, then we're looking bearish. We're looking at our first target of $2.40. $2.30 will be our next target. And then we're looking at these main levels, $2. So if it drops down to $2, is that bearish? I don't think so. Yes, it will be annoying in the short term. It will be a 25% crash to the downside. It's not a 50% crash. It's a 25% crash to the downside, down to around $2 again. Why would that not be so bearish? Well, because that's a strong level of support that would allow for a formation of a double bottom, because previously we come down to this level to $2, and now if you come back down to $2, you will have that double bottom scenario. Remember, double bottoms are a trading structure where traders will look at, defend that level if everyone's bullish, and that will send the price of XRP upwards, in my opinion. From a trading perspective, a double bottom, the target would be back above the neckline, which would be around $2.70. $2.70, very important level. Then you get onto the main targets of this bull run, which would be breaking $3, breaking through all-time highs, and then heading to levels which I see happening very soon, in my opinion. Actually, we might have a little bit more consolidation, a little bit more downside, maybe to $2 accumulate, and then once we really break those levels I was talking about earlier, $2.60, $2.70, we're looking at these major levels. And these levels, the reason they're in red is because I've been accumulating XRP between 30 and 50 cents. This is my personal take profit strategy. Don't follow my take profit strategy, but understand why it's my take profit strategy. Why is it? It's because these levels are important. This is the 2618 from the 2021 highs to the lows. That's the $2.70. The 1618 from the all-time high, very important level, $5.30. So that those are key take profit levels. When it reaches those levels, I'll be selling my XRP, and I probably would not be buying it back until the bear market. Those are levels I'm happy to take profits and enjoy the profit. Maybe invest it into something else, Flare, Solargenic, maybe Ethereum again, because Ethereum has it performing very well, File token, other tokens where I can make more money. But I do still have higher targets for XRP. $3.61, sorry, no, $6.37, that $6.37, that's the 3618 from the 21 highs, the 4326, and that's from the 21 high, that's the $7.41, $8.51, which is a 2618 from the all-time high. And then I do have a few further targets. I've got the $11, that's a 3618 from the all-time high, and then $13, which is 423.6 from the all-time high. And then a couple extra targets. I'm going through my full targets for XRP's bull run this cycle. We've got the 1061.8%. That's from the 2017 high. That's the $18, and my final target, the 1061. 0.8 from the all-time high. That's taken us to $33. Do I think it's going to reach $33? No. Do I think it's going to reach $18? No. Do I think it's going to reach $10? But it is likely. Where am I taking most of my profits? These red lines here: $4.50, $5.30, $6.30, $7.41, $8.51. I'm not picking one specific price target to sell. I'm going to be laddering out my position. The way I'm going to be doing is probably taking 10 to 15% out at each of these positions, holding a moon bag in case we do reach, in case we go on a super cycle. XRP gets widely adopted by all banks this cycle. And news coverage would be very, very large on XRP. And that's when I see it maybe going to those levels. And I don't want to miss out on that. That's why I'll be holding, as the crypto community call it, a moon bag for those higher levels. But these levels that I've put in red, they're not just random levels I've come up with. They're Fibonacci levels, they're important levels, they're technical levels, and I'll be laddering out those positions. But let's get back to the short-term price action and explain to you that 50% drop, and explain to you the RLUSD target that some people have put of 1,200, which I'll be showing you in just a second. There's a lot in this video, so please do hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so before, become a member if you're new. If you're a member, you get access to Discord, where I'll be chatting all the time. There's all sorts of perks for becoming a member, and we'll onboard you as soon as possible. So yes, the 50% crash. That was a video I put out when I hit 2 of my targets. When you're looking at my charts, these green levels here, these are levels I like to sell my XRP only to get my initial investment out and also to trade it so I can buy some more. When we reached my second target, which was just below $3, Bitcoin was looking a little bit bearish. Bitcoin corrected, XRP corrected. We got that initial 25% correction to downside. And if you actually watch the video, the 50% was prepare for 50%. A 50% correction in the crypto market is not unheard of. It's not unseen. If you're not prepared for a 50% correction, then you're not in the right place. But in the video, I said what's more likely to happen is about a 25 to 40% correction. Initially, very quickly, we got a 25% correction. Then we had the 3 rising valleys, where that was a trade into the 60-minute show. That was a 20% move to the upside, 22%, 25% move to the upside. Then we were very bearish for the 60-minute show. It was a sell the news event. And then we had that further correction down to $2, which was a target of about 26%. So in total, from the time I put the 50% correction video out, again, that's a thumbnail. That's not a lie. That's not clickbait. That's just saying a 50% correction it can occur, and I explained to you why it can occur. I showed you previous cycles, but I said it's more likely going to be a 25 to 40% correction. What did we get? We got a 35% correction, so within my range, to the more extreme end of the range. Can a 50% correction happen again? I don't see too many bearish indicators. Bitcoin is actually performing quite well right now. It's making all-time highs. It's just made new all-time highs today. That liquidity will flow into XRP once Bitcoin's price maybe goes a little bit higher and goes sideways. If Bitcoin's price crashes, then XRP is coming back down to these levels, $2.40, $2.28, and maybe even $2. But right now, Bitcoin's price is looking fine. It's making new all-time highs. That liquidity will flow into XRP at some point, and that's when we get the break of these levels. I'm not really taking any profits. I'm taking profits to take out my initial. I'm taking a few trading positions, but my take profit levels are much, much higher. Now let's get onto RLUSD. You know what I will do? I'll make it into a separate video. So if you've watched the end of the video, watch part 2. It's going to come out as a separate video. It's going to be all about RLUSD and what that means for the price of XRP. This was made during a live show, but thank you for watching. Part 2, I will link right here. So go and watch that straight away. That will be the second part of this video. That's the RLUSD side of it. And there'll be another playlist just below. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.